The holiday season is here, and these camper mugs truly make a perfect thing for you to make for this holiday season, not only as a gift, but something to sell as well. They are so cute. Everybody loves a mug, especially a camper style with this red rim. It is absolutely so adorable. And it is small, so it's perfect for hot chocolate, for coffee, or for soup, or something really, really fun. So you could really make up really cute like hot chocolate gifts for somebody. I am so excited to have teamed up with ProWorld, so I will put all of the links to everything for this video underneath in the description. I'm gonna walk you through all of the things you need to do both on the computer as well as pressing so you get the perfect mug every single time. Let's go ahead and get started. So I am using Adobe Illustrator to design my mug, and I highly recommend Adobe, Creative Cloud with Illustrator and Photoshop if you are doing any sort of sublimation. So I created this template, and I will link a file for this underneath this video, but basically I made a box that's the size of my mug, and I made these two lines so I knew that my designs would be evenly spaced throughout the tumbler. So what I did was I went to Creative Fabrica. I typed in hot cocoa Christmas mug design or something, and I came up with this hot cocoa and Christmas movies because I think this is so cute for this mug. It just really screams hot chocolate vibes. You could personalize it for kids, like, Joey's hot chocolate or whatever. So I downloaded it, and I'm going to add it into Illustrator. I dragged the design into the document, hold down Shift to make it smaller so it stays together. And then what I like about my template is that I can line it up right in the middle. You really want your image to be about 2¼ inches tall. So even if you don't make a template, you can just print one image and do one side of the mug. You could print your two images and tape them separately. I like to have it all on one so I can it's a little bit easier to get everything lined up. So then I'm just going to copy and paste and line this one up in the middle. So when I go to print, I actually copy and paste it into a new document that is 8.5 by 11. And I'm going to right click, transform. I'm going to rotate it by 90 degrees so I can fit it all on my printer. And then I'm actually just going to delete these lines so they don't print. And then I'm going to print this. So I will caution you to be careful with your reds. It is something that I struggle with, but what I have found is that printing from Illustrator really helps. And I let Illustrator determine the colors over in color management. And I'm using the sRGB one, and you can test it out and see what works best for you. So I'm going to print this, and I put two different designs because I like to fill up my page before I print. One thing I want to note is that if you go to the mug page on the ProWorld website, they do have a template. It is a PDF, but it is super helpful to make sure that your design is the right size. This is basically for one image on one side of the mug. The way I made my template is that it'll print two, so I can just wrap it around the mug that you will see in just 1 second. They also have all of the directions for the instructions and videos on how to do it. It is so super helpful. I followed these exactly, and I got a perfect print. So when you cut your design, I'm just using a regular paper cutter. You want to make sure you cut inside those red lines. If any of those red lines are still around your design, they will press onto your image. So make sure you cut those away, but it just helps to have it there to cut down to the right size, and it makes it a little bit easier to wrap it around your mug. So make sure after you put it on your mug, you line it up. Again, you can print two images separately and tape them separately. I just really like having the wrap it just makes it so much easier and a lot less work to get your designs lined up on the front and the back, and you need less tape. So it just overall is faster. So I'm just taking two pieces of tape and taping down each side of the design. You don't need a lot of tape because you're gonna put it in your tumbler press. You just need to hold the paper in place. I am using my Trans Pro Plus mug press from ProWorld, which is literally, it's my favorite. I'm going to heat it up to 380 degrees and let it press for 180 seconds. It takes only a couple minutes to heat up. I am using my mug attachment, so you can see that the lip of this mug, the camper mug, is hanging off the end. So that's okay. Your whole design will still get pressed. I am using the mug attachment versus the larger tumbler attachment when I'm doing this. So let it press, remove it from your press and set it off to the side. I do like to let it cool off before I peel away the paper. This particular one, because it's a red ink, I didn't let it cool completely, but enough where it's not like right fresh out the press, but it's up to you. You should make sure what works best. Peel away your paper and you have an amazing mug that was ready in under 10 minutes. ProWorld has done an amazing job of putting all of the supplies together, not only for this video, but for my next few videos in one amazing page. So I will link that right on your screen right now for easy shopping. I have a ton of sublimation tutorials here on the channel, so make sure you are subscribed. And if you want to hear more about my mug and tumbler press that I'm literally obsessed with, I'm gonna put a video up on your screen.